And welcome back to the Credit Authority. Once again, I am your host, Rhonda Kulch, and we always want to start by thanking our sponsors. So thank you so much to Equity First. If you are experiencing credit and or financial challenges, feel free to reach out to any one of their trained consultants. They are there to offer you a free action plan. They are nationwide and bilingual and waiting by to help you out. And without further ado, we are sitting with our next guest. We have Miss Debbie Loesch, the founding, what do we call you? The founder of Angels of Long Island, but I feel like there should be like something bigger.
Queen.
Because the Queen. We are going to refer to her as the Queen, which would make perfect sense for anybody that's had the opportunity to meet Deb. So first of all, thank you so much. I know you do so many amazing things for our community, but what I really want to focus on right now is we are in the middle of October. And in just a few short weeks, we are going to get ready to deep dive into the holiday season.
This time of the year gets extremely busy for us.
So let's walk through, for those that are listening, let's explain to them exactly what you do for the community, because I feel by now the level of presence that Angels of Long Island has had for Long Island, everybody should know who you are. For those that don't, give us a little background.
So Angels of Long Island is geared towards helping people who fall on hard times, basically through no fault of their own. We do a lot with domestic violence, house fires. During the pandemic, so many people were laid off. A lot of the restaurant industry, people go check to check, and they had no way to feed their children. If your child hit a growing spurt, and they had no money in their budget to get new clothes or things like that. We do a tremendous amount of outreach for the whole Long Island community.
You do a back-to-school event?
We do a lot of annual events. The back-to-school event was big this year. Over 800 children received a backpack with supplies, haircuts, back-to-school snacks, and clothing. You know, we had racks and racks of clothing outside, new shoes. That's an annual event. Winter wear giveaway we do, that's coming up. They get coats, hats, gloves, and scarves, and warm blankets. We do the Fall Festival, which is supposed to be this Sunday, but Mother Nature's showing us maybe it's going to be canceled. Yeah. And then my Christmas Miracle program, that's a big one.
Which I know we're going to talk about. Also, I think it's important for people to identify that, you know, even when there's just tragedy. So you recently did a big formula drive for all of the new moms that relied on formula when we had the shortage. Yep. And I watched you pack monster-sized trucks for the hurricane relief down to Florida.
The hurricane relief down to Florida is very personal to me. We lost a home, and my brother lost a home in Fort Myers, and that was our vacation home, so of course we grieve it. And but my neighbors down there lost their primary residence, and there's so many homeless people, and the devastation is catastrophic. I wanted to do the collection, but I had no way to get the stuff down there. And Rob Esposito, who owns Relocators, volunteered his staff and his trucks, and we were able to fill 2 big trucks and get them down. One went to Bonita Springs, one went to Fort Myers. So that was phenomenal. And it's not just loading the trucks. We had to work on volunteers on the other side and a place to take it. The Fort Myers had 500 brand new pair of shoes from Nayat Shoes. And also Stevie Madden did a big delivery to me. So another couple of hundred pairs from Stevie Madden. Just so much stuff went down there. And at 10 o'clock in the morning, it started. By 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there was nothing left.
Which is, and it's a testament to all of the people that follow you and want to support you, right? You can't grow and do the things that you want to do with scale without having the people that support you. So let's jump into the holiday season. So for those of you that are listening, I myself do a program, Holiday Dreams, every year, and Angels of Long Island has been chosen as one of the benefactors for this year's program. So we're going to look to work hand in hand with you, right? We've talked about that. We were down at the store yesterday taking some video. Tell us a little bit about how you run your Christmas Miracle.
So basically, the last several years, we as a organization decided that half the joy of Christmas is shopping for your own children. That shopping experience and the lights and the music, and you know what your child likes, what they don't like. And so we create a toy store. We create a bike shop. Last year we collected 300 brand new bikes. I remember when I was young, under the Christmas tree, there was this yellow bike with a floral banana seat and
Huffy.
Yeah,
I think I
a
had
little
one
bell.
too.
So, and then we do a teen gift shop, and we also do a grocery store. So every family goes through and they get to shop for their own children, and then when they're done, they go to the grocery store that we create, and they get a holiday ham or turkey and all the side dishes, and it's a beautiful event. It's difficult to pull off, but it is a beautiful event.
I've seen it. I've participated in the years watching you grow. So it's always important to me to make sure that we highlight you for everything that you do for the community. When somebody is looking to donate to Angels of Long Island specifically for this event, what type of items are you in need of the most?
It's hard to say. My application process this year is not out yet. We didn't put the application out yet. But we go from toddler to teen. A lot of time, the teens get forgotten. So I really try to focus on them because most of the time, if it's a family of 5, there's always a teen in the mix. Mm-hmm. And we look for basic hoodies and earbuds and cologne gift sets and things the team would like to open on Christmas morning. So we like to include them.
We do that on our side too with Holiday Dream. People will reach out and say, what can I get? Because I feel like so many people think about the holiday season and they only focus on the little boy and the little girl. And to not say it disrespectfully, we can get away with spending a little less on children that are younger because they are not yet, focused on brand, right? Or, or focused on other
things. Every year we have
mm-hmm.
a massive amount of, little fire trucks and little dolls. The age group that often gets forgotten, besides the teens, is like between 8 and maybe 12.
They're in transition.
Yeah.
I go through that even with my own children. They're in transition. The little girls may not want a doll anymore, but they've upgraded now to maybe using makeup.
And crafts, right? and things like that.
Arts and crafts.
Girls are a little easier even than the boys. They're not into the action figures anymore. So I know with the economy, people are struggling to provide their own gifts. So I'm nervous this year. This year for the donations.
I think a lot of us, when we've spoken about this off air, we're going to rely more than ever on people that can provide. And even just scaling back, I know when I've been, with my committee so far focusing on Holiday Dream, I've reached out to sponsors that have sponsored us in the past, and I'm letting them know I'm expecting them to do a little less. But if everybody still participates at some level, I think there'll be a huge amount of success overall. So again, as much as you have your event, as much as mine becomes successful, you as the benefactor will also still be successful, right? And we say it takes a village, in order to make these events happen. So if somebody wants to reach out to you, how do they get in contact with you to become a sponsor or make a donation?
So you can call our location. We're there Monday through Saturdays from, I'm there early, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 631-803-6775.
And if somebody wanted to make a donation, do you have an online portal for something like that?
Yes, our website at www.angelsoflongisland.com.
Amazing. So once again, we are in studio today with Debbie Loesch. She is one of the founders of Angels of Long Island. If you or somebody you know is in need of care, such as clothing, shoes, personal hygiene items, and you have fallen on hard times, they are there to help you. And if you are somebody who is blessed with abundance and you are looking to make a donation, please consider reaching out to Angels of Long Island. Without your support, they couldn't do what they do every day. And with that said, stay tuned for our next guest.